Hello everyone, this is Priyasha from XAT and we are here with the part 4 of the current affairs because very few days are left and we need to cover more number of months. So in this video, we'll be in a marathon mode where we'll be covering 3 months instead of 2 months, July, August and September. Okay, the rules remain the same. And if you are really interested into getting a free one-on-one mentorship call, then please make sure that after watching this video, prepare a static GK note of what I have asked you to do in this video. And the first one to do that, even considering the gravity of the situation, I will also be considering two people. Okay, if you are like close to 1 hour or something, if you just drop a thing, I mean the static GK notes, I'll still consider you people because you're close to the exam and you need my help. So if you do that, I'll surely give you a call and we can discuss on a personal level what should be your agenda to move through the, examination at the same time your future related stuff. So let's get started quickly. We'll be focusing on the questions. I'll just keep the questions on the screen for a while, and I assume that you would be following it the same way as you did in the old videos. Just pause the video, try to think of the answer because I'll just read the question and give away the answer. Okay. So I assume that you will pause and just try it on your own once. So starting with question number one here. Who has sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Maharashtra after the resignation of Uddhav Thackeray? This really made a big news, and I am very sad if you don't know this. Okay, so if you don't know this, learn it right now. The answer is Eknath Shinde. Okay, what you need to know about him is that he is the rebel leader of Shiv Sena, and he has been sworn in as the Maharashtra CM, while the BJP leader Devrendra Fernandez, okay, he was sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister. You should know this that why it happened. There was an internal party rebellion. The politicians moved out. जो भी हुआ था ना, you should know a little bit of the story because this can be a point of discussion during your GDPI rounds as well. So, what are the static GK notes you need to keep over here? Something in detail about Eknath Shinde and something in detail about Uddhav Thackeray. If you just read these two people, you will get to know about the current scenario of why this chief minister was changed. Okay. Let's move to question number two. Which institution has announced to introduce a mandatory course on caste awareness? ये भी बहुत न्यूज में था क्योंकि कास्ट अवेयरनेस पे आज तक कभी भी किसी ने कोई कोर्स वो भी मैंडेटरी कोर्स नहीं बनाया है एंड द फर्स्ट इंस्टीट्यूशन टू डू दिस इज आईआईटी बॉम्बे this mandatory course was as per the surveys conducted by the STSC cell of the institution. It was proposed to provide more sensitization events and mandatory academic course on the caste and the racial discrimination. Earlier ऐसा ही एक gender sensitization course भी launch हुआ था last year. So gender के बाद अब इन्होंने caste awareness पे निकाली है. So what are you going to search in the static GK part? Number one, only IIT Bombay. That will be more than enough. Number three, question number three for all of you. As per the recent notification by the Finance Ministry, what is the GST applied for the sale of national flag? Now you people know, ये common sense वाला question है. Of course, अगर national flag बेच रहे हैं तो GST होनी कितनी चाहिए? जीरो होनी चाहिए और पहले नहीं थी अभी हुई है ठीक है so as per the recent notification by the finance ministry we can now exempt the GST on Indian national flag okay and along with this irrespective of whether the national flag is made up of machine or handmade okay whether it is made up of polyester or any material it is still exempted from the GST अब any material से मेरा ये मतलब नहीं है you will purchase of a very प्रीमियम गुड एंड उस पे आप एक डिजाइन बना दोगे फ्लैग का तो उस पे जीएसटी नहीं लगेगी दिस इज नॉट द पॉइंट दिस इज जस्ट विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू द एब्सोल्यूट प्रॉपर फ्लैग okay and just like that hand woven hand spun national flags which are made up of cotton silk wool and khadi they were already exempted from GST but अब polyester को भी इसमें include कर दिया गया है okay now let's move to question number 6 see ये जो points मैं आपको सारे questions के साथ बता रही हूँ right these points are going to help you a lot in building up the general awareness around you imagine someone is asking you or talking to you regarding this point that oh you know that there is no GST no longer on the flags and you will be like oh yes earlier it was not on the hand woven and hand spun flags which were made of cotton, silk, and wool. एंड खादी, बट नाउ इट्स ऑल्सो अप्लाइड ऑन पॉलिस्टर। ये एक सेंटेंस आपको एक नॉलेजेबल पर्सन की तरह प्रेजेंट करेगा। एंड ट्रस्ट मी, जीडीपीआई राउंड में आपको सिर्फ अपने आप को बेचना है, यू हैव टू सेल योरसेल्फ। क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, विच इज बीइंग डेवलप्ड एज द फर्स्ट एलिवेटेड अर्बन वे एक्सप्रेस। देखो ये सब के लिए मैं नहीं बोल सकती आपको, आई कांट रियली फोर्स यू टू नो दीज फैक्ट्स। इट्स ओके, समवन नीड्स रीड्स न्यूज़पेपर एवरी डे, someone does not. Okay, so it's totally fine if you just go through the notes. But अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो, जैसे अभी इस वीडियो को सुन रहे हो, so if you are learning this right now, you should learn 2-3 points about it. Only then it will add to your knowledge. वरना तोते की तरह रट के जाओगे तो तोते की तरह इधर उधर उल्टी करके आओगे, कुछ सही नहीं लगेगा, सही है? So it's not just to score in GK, it's to prepare yourself for either this year or next year or for your job or for your entrance examination, whatsoever it is. करंट अफेयर्स और जीके जानना सिर्फ एग्जाम के लिए लिमिटेड नहीं होना चाहिए, वो आपकी पर्सनालिटी को शो करता है। ये बंदा है जो सिर्फ अपने आप पर नहीं बाकी चीजों पे भी इक्वली ध्यान देता है। दीज थिंग्स शुड बी केप्ट इन माइंड। ओके फाइन, मैं थोड़ा ज्यादा कैरिड अवे हो गई। लेट्स गो टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, which is being developed as the first elevated urban expressway in India. The answer is Dwarka Expressway. It's been operational in 2023, and this was announced by the Minister for Road Transport and Highways. Who is he? Nitin Gadkari. And it will relieve the traffic congestion of the Delhi-Gurgaon Expressway as well as help in reducing the air pollution in the Delhi NCR. तो इन दोनों प्राइमरी गोल्स को ध्यान में रखते हुए द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे बनाया जा रहा है। ओके, नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, India achieved a world record for construction of the longest double-decker viaduct. In which city is it doing so? It's actually doing it in Nagpur. Okay, India achieved a world record for doing this in Nagpur with 3.14 kilometers long. इस viaduct की length 3.14 kilometers है. And just after completing this question, I'll quickly tell you the static GK points of the other questions also which I missed. Now for here, you need to know that who has, you should know this thing that there is one more body called as Maharashtra Metro and the NHAI, who has also constructed the highest number of metro stations on the double-decker viaduct, has been recognized by the Asia Book of Records and India Book of Records. इन दोनों में भी इनका नाम है, ठीक है? Now the things which you need to keep in mind is about the double-decker viaduct, is about Nagpur city. If you just go and search for Dwarka Expressway, that will be more than enough. And over here, I want you to search on GST. You can also refer to my Instagram page for the static GK on GST and many other things like that. ओके, सो दैट विल रियली हेल्प यू। और अगर आप एग्जाम के बहुत क्लोज हो और आप मेरे चैनल को अभी देख रहे हो, सो फॉर यू आई रिक्वेस्ट यू, टेक आउट 1.5 hours from your day and just visit my Instagram page. Just open all the blue color and pink color images and just go through the points from there. Very strong points exist in it in form of current affairs and the static GK. एंड अगर उससे भी कम टाइम है आपके पास, तो मेरे संडे के जितने भी पोस्ट्स है विच आर प्रोबेबली इन अ डिफरेंट कलर देन व्हाट आई सेड, those posts along with the static GK blue post would really help you for a crash course on GK. Okay, now going to question number 6. Jerusalem Declaration, which was seen in the news, is a strategic agreement between Israel and which country? Now you are like India तो options में है ही नहीं और ये इजराइल के साथ है, तो इंडिया के कॉलेजेस जिसे क्यों पूछ रहे हैं? That does not make sense. Okay, ये मेरे दिमाग में आता है, प्लीज आप लोग ऐसा मत सोचो. So USA and Israel came up with this Jerusalem Declaration. This is a joint declaration on strategic cooperation. This has been signed by the president that time. Who was the president that time? Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid. Okay, the statement has been claimed as historic in the strategic US-Israel partnership and the commitment to Israel security. Security चाहिए इजराइल को, जो कौन दे रहा है? यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स दे रहा है, और इसके लिए इन्होंने ये इन इजरायली पैलेस्टाइन रिलेशनशिप को बरकरार रखने के लिए जेरूसलेम डिक्लेरेशन साइन किया है. सो व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू सर्च हियर? जेरूसलेम डिक्लेरेशन एंड अबाउट इजराइल एंड यूएसए. 3 पॉइंट दिए मैंने, कोई भी 2-4 फैक्ट पॉइंट्स निकाल लेना इजराइल और यूएसए के बारे में, मोर देन इनफ. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7, sports, very very important. Which Indian sports person won the Singapore Open 2022 championship title? Well, Singapore Open was won by PV Sindhu, a very, very big achievement for India. She is a ace shuttler and she defeated China, okay, in women's single in the final match. And the two-time Olympic medalist, remember, she's a two-time Olympic medalist, has clinched her maiden Super 500 title of the year as well, 2022. तो इसीलिए मैं कहती हूँ कि जब मैं कुछ भी एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ तो उस पर ध्यान देना, क्योंकि नंबर वन में मैं लिखती नहीं हूँ और नंबर टू इस एक क्वेश्चन के हेल्प से आप कम से कम एग्जाम में 4-5 क्वेश्चंस के लिए अपने आप को रेडी कर रहे हो. यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग योरसेल्फ फॉर मल्टीपल क्वेश्चंस ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन बाय जस्ट रीडिंग वन क्वेश्चन एंड एट द सेम टाइम दिस सिंगल क्वेश्चन will help you in your GDPI rounds as well. Okay, so Super 500. Remember this term. She has also booked her place in that. Okay. And the Singapore Open is PV Sindhu's third title of 2022 season only, after winning the Syed Modi International and the Swiss Open BWF Super 300 titles. So isn't it a big achievement? No doubt it is. So just go and search for Singapore Open and for PV Sindhu, no doubt. 2 points. Point number eight. Which Indian state has reported cases of black fever of Kala Azar disease? Well, this was reported in West Bengal. You should know that there were more than 65 cases, okay, in a month itself, and this has spread by the sand fly bites. Okay, the flies are infected with a parasite called Leishmania donovani. अब इतना डिटेल में आपसे पूछा नहीं जाएगा, but then the disease is endemic to the three neighboring states, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal एंड उत्तर प्रदेश. वेस्ट बंगाल तो है, थ्री नेबरिंग स्टेट्स में उत्तर प्रदेश, झारखंड एंड बिहार आता है. सो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू सर्च अबाउट काला अजहर डिजीज, दैट्स ऑल. ओके. नंबर 9. which is the first company to directly obtain the and implement the 5G spectrum? इसमें क्वेश्चन नहीं है, इसमें मतलब एयरटेल को मत लाना. यहाँ पे बोल रही है जिसने फर्स्ट ऑब्टेन भी किया और इम्प्लीमेंट भी किया, और ऐसी फर्स्ट कंपनी L&T टेक्नोलॉजी है. इट हैज बिकम द फर्स्ट टेक कंपनी टू पब्लिकली एक्सप्रेस इट्स इंटरेस्ट इन द गवर्नमेंट्स डायरेक्ट एलोकेशन ऑफ स्पेक्ट्रम for the captive 5G networks. Okay, you need to know this, that it will obtain the spectrum to set up a 5G non-public network, जिसे वो कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी रिलेटेड केसेस में यूज करेगी. ओके. एंड बाय द वे L&T इज स्पेशलाइज्ड इन इंजीनियरिंग एंड रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट सर्विसेज, तो प्लीज L&T के बारे में भी सर्च कर लीजिएगा एंड 5G स्पेक्ट्रम के बारे में भी सर्च कर लीजिएगा एज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर स्टैटिक जीके नोट्स. Point number 10. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island, which was recently seen in the news, is located in which state? Well, this was consequently asked, okay, was in news for 2-3 months. So I request you कि इस question को थोड़ा seriously लीजिएगा. The answer is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This was handed over this Andaman and Nicobar command was handed over Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island to the Andaman Nicobar administration for development of tourism and infrastructure. This island was earlier known as Ross Island. So make a note of it. It was called as Ross Island. And this was situated 3 kilometers away from Port Blair. And it also has houses. It also houses India's first solar lighthouse. Okay, so first solar lighthouse. I know I don't draw nicely, but I just want you people to remember this. Okay, so India का पहला solar lighthouse भी कहाँ है? इसी रोज आइलैंड में, रॉस आइलैंड में है, जिसे अभी हम लोग नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस आइलैंड बोल रहे हैं. ठीक है. नीति आयोग एंड आइलैंड डेवलपमेंट एजेंसी हैज टेकन सेवरल इनिशिएटिव्स टू डेवलप दीज आइलैंड्स अंडर द East Act East policy. Okay, that's all for this month. Okay, now we'll move down, but then before that, please search for Andaman Nicobar Islands and Subhash Chandra Bose Island. Okay, these two things from here. Now moving down to the next month, everyone. Ready? August के month के 10 most important questions उठाते हैं एंड उससे रिलेटेड और 10 पॉइंट्स समझ जाते हैं ताकि 100 पॉइंट्स के साथ हम लोग रेडी रहें. Alright, let's get started. लोहतक लेक, the largest freshwater lake in India, is located in which state? लोहतक से क्या लगता है, नॉर्थ में होगा? Come on, I'm just trying to again gaslight you. Okay, लोहतक lake is actually in Manipur. Okay, northeast में है. It's the largest freshwater lake in India. तो इसको याद रखना बहुत जरूरी है स्टैटिक जीके के वाइज. एंड याद रहे, स्टैटिक जीके ऐसे कोई उठा के नहीं देता. बार बार मैंने इसलिए आपको बोला है, हमेशा जब न्यूज में एक लेक रहती है तभी वो लेक आपको डायरेक्टली पूछी जाएगी क्वेश्चन पेपर में. तो ये न्यूज में क्यों थी, दिस व्हाट वी हैव टू नो. Okay, so the Lohatak Development Authority, LDA, issued a notice to remove all the floating houses and fishing structures on Lothak Lake. तो जितने भी boat houses थे and जितने भी fishing की machineries थी उन्हें हटाने के लिए बोला गया था. And there was a sharp reaction among the fishing community and the homestay operators there. And this led to a big news in the country, and that's why Lothak Lake came into consideration. और फिर हम लोगों को बताते हैं कि अरे ये तो सबसे बड़ा फ्रेश वाटर लेक है भाई इंडिया का. So please go and search Lothak Lake number 1 and Manipur number 2. नॉर्थ ईस्ट से ना बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, याद रहे नॉर्थ ईस्ट एक ऐसा एरिया है जिसे अभी रिकॉग्नाइजेशन चाहिए और जो हमेशा न्यूज में रहती है. तो एग्जाम पेपर सेटर वाले भी नॉर्थ ईस्ट के बारे में बहुत पूछते हैं. एंड एक कॉमन क्वेश्चन है जहाँ पे लोगों को कंफ्यूज किया जाता है, ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट के जितने भी सेवन सिस्टर्स है ना, इन लोगों के कैपिटल्स आपको क्लियर होने चाहिए और सीएम कौन है ये भी क्लियर होना चाहिए. ठीक है, काफी कंफ्यूजिंग होता है लोगों के लिए, तो मे बी यू गेट अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम देयर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 12, common sense based question. Which union ministry launched the Bade Chalo campaign? I'll directly come to the answer. It was Culture Ministry, and what you need to know about it is that this was a greater outreach of the Amrit Mahotsav which we were celebrating. It was launched with the objective of connecting the youth of the nation and to instill a sense of patriotism among them. Okay, it was held in 10 cities from 5th of August to 11th of August, and these events will culminate a grand finale in New Delhi on 12th of August. Okay, so that was a बढ़े चलो यूथ के लिए था ताकि वो थोड़े ज्यादा पैट्रियोटिक हो जाए. तो इसमें से आप कौन सी चीजों पे ध्यान दोगे? बढ़े चलो कैंपेन पे और कल्चर मिनिस्ट्री पे. नाउ नंबर 13, Parvaz, Parvaz, was seen in the news as a market linkage scheme implemented by which state? Well, this is Parvaz is a Urdu word, so what do you think? Of course, it's Jammu and Kashmir. ठीक है, इस तरह से educated guess मार सकते हो, कई बार काम कर जाएगा. So Parvaz is launched by the government to create a market linkage support for the shipment of agriculture and horticulture perishables harvested in Jammu and Kashmir through air cargo. तो पहले क्या होता था, जो पेरिशेबल यानी कि जो जल्दी खराब हो जाता है वो सामान को अगर आप नॉर्मल ट्रांसपोर्ट से भेजोगे तो वो खराब हो जाएगा रास्ते में. उन चीजों को जल्दी उनके पॉइंट ऑफ डेस्टिनेशन तक पहुंचाने के लिए आपको क्या करना होगा? एयर कार्गो की जरूरत पड़ेगी. तो वो is nothing but Parvaz. Under this scheme, 25% subsidy on the freight charges would be given, okay, for all the perishable fruits which are harvested in Jammu and Kashmir. तो इसके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए. You know, देखो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर बहुत ही कॉमन टॉपिक है फॉर जीडीपीआई राउंड्स, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. Okay, and at that point of time, if you can add a scheme called Parvaz in your GD, in your PI, in your VAT round, that you know what, sir, there's a scheme called Parvaz, and Parvaz में ऐसे ऐसे होता है. They will be awestruck. Trust me, they will be awestruck. उन्हें फिर कुछ नहीं दिखेगा कि आपकी academics क्या है नहीं है. उन्हें बस लगेगा कि इस बंदे को कितना पता है यार, है ना? So generate that kind of a feeling in the person sitting in front of you. Okay, now question number 14. We have intergenerational solidarity, creating a world for all ages is a theme of which international day celebrated in August. इतने सारे तो days होते हैं, but आपको क्या लगता है कि all ages की बात हो रही है तो कौन से day की बात हम कर रहे होंगे? Youth Day, International Youth Day. It's marked on August 12th. So note the day. It's August 12th, and that is to mark the contribution of the youth to the development of society and to raise the awareness against the injustice faced by the youth worldwide. Okay. Now, please note that what you have to search in question number 13, okay, is about Parvaz and Jammu and Kashmir, and over here only about the International Youth Day. That's all. Question number 15. Doni Polo Airport was seen in the news is located in which state? Now this is a new one or an old one? That you have to tell me in the chat. कब हुआ था इसका opening? Doni Polo Airport. When was it opened? If you are actually watching this video, comment below and tell me when it was opened. Okay. Doni Polo Airport. Now it's located in which state? I'll directly come to the answer. It's option B, Arunachal Pradesh. Fine. It's the third airport which is still under construction in Itanagar. Okay, it is the only airport in the capital city and the third in the entire state after Pashighat and Tezu airports. And it is, I think I gave up the answer. Anyways, in the state's tribal language, Doni means sun and Polo means moon. This is sun, this is moon. So that's the speciality of this name. Okay, इन चीजों को आप बहुत यूज करोगे कहीं ना कहीं. आई एम 100% श्योर. कभी भी नॉलेज वेस्ट नहीं जाता है कहीं पर भी. ओके, नाउ पॉइंट नंबर 16. Which union ministry launched the Smile 75 initiative? I'll directly jump to the answer. It's again B, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, जिसने स्माइल का एक फुल फॉर्म दिया था. I'll not write it, I'll speak it out, so pay attention. Smile, S stands for support, for M stands for marginalized, I stands for individuals. So support for marginalized individuals, for L livelihood, and E enterprise. So this ministry has identified 75 municipal corporations. That's why it's 75. So 75 municipal corporations to implement the rehabilitation of the person engaged in the act of begging. तो जो लोग भीख मांगते हैं ना, उन लोगों के रिहैब में भेजने के लिए 75 म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशंस को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने सिलेक्ट किया है, जिसका टोटल बजट 100 करोड़ है, और जिस प्रोजेक्ट को 25 या 2026 में फुल्ली ऑपरेशनल वे में हम देख पाएंगे. ठीक है, बट अभी तो सिर्फ इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च हुआ है बाय सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट मिनिस्ट्री. सो यू विल सर्च दिस मिनिस्ट्री बिकॉज ये मिनिस्ट्री ज्यादा चर्चे में नहीं है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स स्माइल. Now, number 17, which is the headquarters of the International Transport Forum? International Transport Forum के headquarters Paris में है. Paris कहाँ है? France में है. And why was it in news and why are we doing it in India? Because the Union Cabinet, chaired by our very own Prime Minister Narendra Modi, approved the signing of a contract between India and France to support this ITF, that is International Transport Forum, activities in Indian transport sector. तो उन दोनों के बीच अभी कुछ साइन हुआ था, इसीलिए ये न्यूज में था और इसीलिए ये क्वेश्चन है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 18 फॉर ऑल. मिथिला मखाना, which was awarded geographical identification, that is GI tag, is cultivated in which state? अगर मखाना खाने वाले लोग हैं तो उन्हें पता होगा कि वो कहाँ पर फेमस है. ऑप्शन ए बिहार इज द करेक्ट आंसर. बिहार के मिथिला, और मिथिला भी आपको पता ही है तो ऑफ कोर्स बिहार. So to help the farmers get the maximum price for their produce, its botanical name, जो आपको बिल्कुल नहीं पता होना चाहिए, is Urale ferox salib, and it is a special variety of aquatic foxnut. बट उतना कुछ आपको जानने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको बस ये जानना है कि मिथिला मखाना जो है वो मिथिला रीजन में बिहार में प्रोड्यूस होता है और किसी किसी जगह नेपाल में भी प्रोड्यूस होता है. इट इज द फिफ्थ प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम बिहार टू गेट दिस जीआई टैग. आपको पता है बाकी कौन सी चीजें हैं बिहार से जिन्हें जीआई टैग मिला है? भागलपुर के स्पेशल मैंगो, जिसे हम जर्दालू मैंगो भी कहते हैं. कतरनी धान, कतरनी जो चावल होती है ना, बेस्ट होती है, मैं भी वही खाती हूँ. एंड नवादा के मघाई पान और मुजफ्फरपुर की शाही लीची. इन चारों के बाद पांचवा आइटम जो बिहार से गया है जीआई टैग में, दैट इज मिथिला मखाना. सो जो गो एंड सर्च फॉर मिथिला मखाना एंड समथिंग फॉर बिहार एज वेल. Question number 19. Anna Mani, who featured in the Google Doodle recently, belonged to which state? Well, which field actually? She belonged to the meteorology field. काफी स्पेशल है. क्यों? क्योंकि she was an Indian veteran physicist and meteorologist, and her 104th birthday was celebrated in 2022. So that's why there was a special doodle dedicated to her name. Okay, she was the Deputy Director General of IMD, that is India Meteorological Department. और ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आप उनके बारे में स्टैटिक जी के सेक्शन में सर्च कर सकते हो. सो ओनली वन पॉइंट टू सर्च फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. एंड क्वेश्चन 20. विच कंट्री इज द होस्ट ऑफ द ग्लोबल एआई समिट? वेल, ग्लोबल एआई समिट सऊदी अरेबिया में हुआ था. एंड this was the second edition of the Global AI Summit, which was to be done in September this year. And the theme was artificial intelligence for the good of humanity. Okay, AI है ना? That's all. Okay. Now we'll go to the third and the last month for this video. That's September 2022. थोड़ा fast चलेंगे. Question number, okay, what do you need to search for the previous one is of course this summit only. And global, Saudi Arabia भी search कर लेना. September का पहला question. Which UT or state launched a startup pitch challenge to provide a platform for startups? आपको पता है सबसे ज्यादा हवा कौन सी स्टेट देती है स्टार्टअप्स को? नो डाउट कर्नाटका. Okay, so Karnataka, option B is the right answer. Fine. Who is the chief minister of Karnataka? Bommai. Basavaraj Bomay. He launched this challenge. Okay, it's a non-profit global community being built up by government of Karnataka with the other parties, and they are fully into it. Okay, so go and search about startup pitch challenge and the city. State Karnataka. Then we'll go to question number 22. Which Indian bank launched a rainbow savings account exclusively for the transgender community? Well, rainbow है तो transgender है तो काफी related है. But कौन सी बैंक ने ऐसा किया है? That is the question, and the answer is option A, ESAF, Small Finance Bank. Okay, they are the first one to do this. So of course they were a lot in news, and it's actually a Kerala-based institution founded okay in 2017 itself. So search about this bank and search about this saving account. They are interrelated, तो दो ही line में दोनों हो जाएगा. Now question number 23. Which city hosted the Cybercrime Investigations and Intelligence Summit CCIS in 2022? This was Bhopal. Okay, Bhopal has hosted this CCIS 2022, and more than 6,000 participants participated in the hybrid summit. That means some were physically there and some were on Zoom. Okay, and the summit also discussed some issues of loan apps, scams, and the state cyber police in collaboration with UNICEF. Important, huh? So you can note it down. Something about Bhopal also. Question number 24. Who is the first Indian woman wrestler to win two medals at the World Championship? No doubt the answer is clear. Vinesh Fogart. She is the first Indian woman wrestler to have won these two medals in World Championship. पहला उन्होंने कहाँ जीता? उन्होंने ब्रॉन्ज जीता है वुमेन के 53 केजी कैटेगरी में. कहाँ पे जीता था? बेलग्रेड में हुई थी वर्ल्ड रेसलिंग चैंपियनशिप. तो 53 केजीज की कैटेगरी में उन्होंने जीता पहला WWC, I mean World Wrestling Championship, where in Belgrade. And the 28-year-old player has also won a bronze in 2019 championships in Nur Sultan. ओके शी इज ऑल्सो अ 3 टाइम कॉमनवेल्थ गेम चैंपियन. तो उनके बारे में बहुत कुछ है सर्च करने के लिए. जाके एक बार विनेश फोगाट सर्च कीजिएगा स्टैटिक जीके. क्वेश्चन नंबर 25. स्केल ऐप provides skill development solutions for the employees of which field? So Scale App is related to the employees of leather field. Okay. Remember that the Union Minister of Education and Skill Development, who is Dharmendra Pradhan, he has launched the Scale App. Scale App का full form है Skill Certification Assessment for Leather Employees. This is a one-stop solution for skilling, learning, assessment, and employment needs of everyone related to leather industry. Okay. So this application was launched during a visit to the CSIR Central Leather Research Institute, Chennai, and that's very, very important. So you should know something about the Scale app in your static GK part. Question number 26. What is the theme of International Day of Peace? इस बार की theme थी option A, end racism and build peace. Okay. When was this observed? This was observed on 21st September. Okay. And of course, it's related to non-violence and ceasefire of the day. Now, question 27. Question 27 is which state has created a memorial for rhinos using ashes named as abode of unicorns? Of course, rhino है, rhino. तो आप समझ ही सकते हो किसकी बात कर रहे हैं हम. Of course, Assam की बात कर रहे हैं. The statues of the 3 rhinos created using the ashes collected from the rhino horns was burned by the Assam government were launched at Kaziranga National Park. काफी obvious है ना? So what you will search here is a board of unicorns and Assam. Question number 28. Which airport is said to be named after the Indian revolutionary freedom fighter Bhagat Singh? Chandigarh Airport. Okay, ये तो काफी news में था. So it's easy to remember, and the name change was effected on 28th of September. Okay, क्यों? क्योंकि उस दिन भगत सिंह जी का birthday था. All right. And this decision had followed a 7-year-old political tussle between Punjab and Haryana over naming this terminal. ठीक है तो काफी झगड़ा झमेला हुआ था पहले. अगर टाइम हो तो सर्च कर लेना. And this Chandigarh Airport project is a joint venture of the Airports Authority of India and the government of both Punjab and Haryana. Okay. Question number 29. So what you will search over here is only about the new name of Chandigarh Airport. That's all. 29. 1 week, 1 lab. Theme-based camping, which was launched recently, is associated with which institution? Well, it is associated with CSIR. And what is your homework? First, let me tell you about this, that the Union Minister of State Science and Technology, who is Dr. Jitendra Singh, he's also the Vice President of CSIR, that's Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. He has announced this theme, 1 week, 1 lab. कैंपेन और इस कैंपेन में होने क्या वाला है दिस कैंपेन एक्चुअली एम्स टू शोकेस द टेक्नोलॉजिकल अचीवमेंट्स एंड इनोवेशंस इन ईच ऑफ द 37 CSIR laboratories spread across the country. तो मैं क्या चाहती हूँ आई वॉन्ट यू टू ओपन अप एंड गो लाइक ओपन गूगल एंड कम आउट विथ ऑल द फुल फॉर्म्स ऑफ दीज फोर ऑप्शंस ओके एंड इससे क्या होगा आपको उनके बारे में एक लाइनर पता भी चल जाएगा सो दैट्स योर स्टैटिक जीके and the last question for the day as per the supreme court the live streaming of the constitutional bench will begin from which platform now this will happen from NIC that is National Informatics Center ओके इन्होंने बहुत कुछ सोचा है आप इसके बारे में सर्च करोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा दैट दे आर बिगनिंग लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग फ्रॉम 3 separate constitutional benches from the NIC platform and this will be to promote transparency. इनका पर्पस ही ये है कि वो ट्रांसपेरेंसी प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं कि देखो भाई जो हो रहा है वो आप भी देख सकते हो ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म पे करने का सोच रहे हैं फ्यूचर में ठीक है अपना खुद का प्लेटफॉर्म बना के सो एनीवेज वॉट एवर इट इज जस्ट नीड टू नो अबाउट एनआईसी and you need to know about nothing else. So that was the wind up for the day, guys. You all know where to visit for more such updates. Go to my Instagram handle. You will have plenty and plenty and plenty of content to read through for your GK and the current affairs, as well as a GDPI VAT round preparation. So go there and follow me on Instagram as well. And the ones who are new to the channel, subscribe kiye bina mat jana mere dost. Please subscribe to the channel and share it as much as you can. And if you like the video, please like it and comment below and let me know. Thank you so much. All the best. Take care of yourself.